All right. Still setting up meeting on my end. If you can hear me, here we go. Redirecting the live stream. Cool. Well, if you guys are hopping on live here on Facebook or YouTube, thank you for tuning in to another recording of Pencil Leadership. Super excited to bring just another wonderful guest, actually two today. The first time I've had two guests on at once. And so this is exciting. It's a really cool story of Jack and Kate Adler. These two, they're 19-year-old, they're twins from Pennsylvania, and they saw a need. They saw a pain in the world with COVID going on. And so they decided they wanted to do something at 19, guys. So I don't want to hear all these other excuses. Oh, I'm too young, I can't do it, or anything like that. They started a fundraiser, a challenge, a $3 challenge to raise money for people who've been affected negatively by COVID-19. And so I'm super excited to have them on here to share a little bit about their backstory and kind of what led them to this and how it's been going and what they see going forward. So Jack, Kate, welcome to Pencil Leadership.
Thank you so much for having us
Thank
on today. We're really
you.
excited to be here.
No problem. Yeah, we're super excited to just hear about this $3 challenge and what it's done so far and what you guys are planning to do in the future. But first, I'd love to hear kind of both of you tell a quick little glimpse of your story and what have brought you to where you are now.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll start off. I'm Jack Adler, 19 years old. We're from Villanova, Pennsylvania, and we're both going into our sophomore years in college. I'm at Syracuse University,
Cool.
planning to major in entrepreneurship in the business school. And yeah, up to this point, to be honest, this is our first. We both are very entrepreneurial minded, but this is the first idea that we've really gone through with, and really obviously I've seen amazing results from. But we've always like brainstormed together with different businesses we can start or different initiatives, and this was really our first true success that we've had together.
Yeah.
And yeah, we work really well together, me and Kate. And yeah, I'll let you go.
Yeah,
Cool.
so like he was saying, we're twins, and my name is Kate Adler. I'm also 19. I go to the University of Miami, and I'm also majoring in entrepreneurship and marketing in the business school. And yeah, one day we were doing our homework right when quarantine started and realized that we were kind of acting so normal in our house in the safety of our home when everything was kind of falling apart all over the world. People were struggling financially and with
Right.
the actual coronavirus sickness, like all the symptoms. And we decided that it was a perfect time to actually step in and make a difference and do something to help. So you can piggyback off
Yeah,
of
I
that.
mean, going along with what she said, we really, there are people fighting on the front lines every second of every day to
Right.
save lives. There are people sick, people losing loved ones, and it felt selfish of us to just kind of sit around and act like we were safe just because we were healthy and none of our loved ones were uh in were had the sickness. And
Right.
so yeah, we came together and we decided that this was a perfect opportunity to make a difference.
That's cool.
And yeah, so we really wanted to make a difference ourselves and give others the opportunity to help make a difference at the same time. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's really where the $3 challenge stemmed from.
That's awesome. So I know you say you're both entrepreneurial mind. I mean, Kate, you're going for entrepreneurship and business and marketing, and that's awesome. And have you guys always had the mindset or the heart to help others? I mean, throughout your life, is there stories that like of you as little kids, like going and doing anything? I don't know. Is that kind of always been a part of it?
Yeah, I mean, when we were little, we definitely did a ton of lemonade stands. That was
Awesome.
kind of our go-to when it came to fundraising. And then in high school, we were actually the presidents of a club called Jared's Box. And what
Okay.
it is it's a club where a group of students comes together to package toys for kids
Oh wow.
with different sicknesses at different children's hospitals. So that was kind of where like our love for philanthropy sort of stemmed from because we were so involved with it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, kind of right after that, especially in college and Greek life, we do a lot of different philanthropy work as well. So,
That's really cool. That's awesome. It's cool to meet people with that kind of heart and passion to help people. And so I think it makes complete sense that you guys would start this $3 challenge with the situation we're in 2020. And so, but with that, I'm curious from your perspectives, were there challenges starting on this journey of trying to get this fundraiser going? Like it's because it was one of your first entrepreneurial ventures kind of at this age.
Yeah, so there were definitely challenges coming from the back end of like planning everything together and just coming up with a strategy. But
Mm-hmm.
in the first couple weeks, like we were blessed to have thousands of people supporting us. It felt like the world was behind us and we really had no challenges from that standpoint. Like we had thousands of people supporting us from day one. So for the
Cool.
first couple weeks, it was amazing. There were really no challenges on that end, but as inevitably we started losing some steam a couple weeks in, and that's where the challenges really did come in. And that was probably the coolest part for us because that was when we really got to go to work and start
Nice.
reaching out to we would reach out to hundreds of people a day and try to get people to help us out and help everyone out, help the world. And
Yeah.
we had like emails and Insta DMs that we would send, copy and paste to as many people as we could think of. And that's when like we really got to experience the grind of like kind of it felt like running a business, even though
Yeah.
it's a fundraiser, but it really did feel like that.
Yeah, and also once we hit about, I would say like a week in, we got a direct message from the founders of the Making Lemonade Fund, which
Okay.
is another Gen Z initiative. It's a virtual lemonade stand, and the founders reached out to us and said they loved what we were doing, and they were kind of doing something very similar. They were raising money for the same organizations. They were all college students as well, and they said, why don't we partner up and merge our totals raised and kind of see what we can do as like one big force. And we did. So that's where we worked together. Now they're at almost $120,000 together. So it's really cool because about $20,000 came directly from these $3 donations, but now we're working on a wider scale to raise money with like a team of about 200 other students.
Wow. That's awesome. That's cool that you you had like the momentum of the excitement at the beginning and then kind of then you realize, okay, this is going to take some work. But you didn't just let it kind of deflate your excitement. You just kind of ran with it and used it as a momentum almost. And that's awesome. And I think it's cool that other businesses came and partnered with you. I think it kind of is a testament to like how we need to do things together and not on our own. And so that's pretty awesome. So you said 120? That's what you're
So currently collectively with Making Lemonade Fund, we're at almost 120,000 raised. I think it's
awesome.
about 118,000.
Okay.
And we're still working together. We have it slowed down a bit, but during quarantine we had nightly Zoom calls with everyone on the team. It's usually like 40 to 50 people would be in there, and we would just brainstorm different ways that we can raise money, we would discuss progress on everyone's individual campaigns and so on like that.
That's cool. That's awesome. So you've broke the 100,000 mark. Do you guys have another goal that you're aiming towards, or where are you guys looking forward going with it?
Yeah, so the next goal is 500,000.
Awesome.
Our next like venture is actually finding corporate sponsors that could hopefully help back the initiative, and kind of just promote the organization as a whole. So I think once that kicks in, hopefully we can get to $1 million. I mean, we're definitely all going to work to get there, but
Absolutely.
it's definitely a long journey away, but I think we can do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have an end goal? Is this an ongoing mission for years to come, or just kind of a more recent, maybe year or two kind of venture?
So obviously this never started off like that. Like we never had that goal in the beginning, but since we have realized that the $3 challenge really can be used to other causes. Actually, a couple of weeks ago, we pivoted into raising money for the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah.
And we raised over $3,000 for that in a week.
Awesome.
Which was really cool because it proved to us that it's like we had that idea in mind, and it really proved to us that it is possible that like we can continue using this for different causes.
Yeah.
And so in the future, once hopefully this passes, we are planning to try and use the $3 challenge for other nonprofits, for other causes that need attention.
That's cool. No, I think that's awesome being able to kind of pivot and use your platform for different things. Kate, in your perspective with marketing, what have you seen or what have you used, I guess, as ways to market this to really get people involved?
Right. So kind of the initial brainstorming for the $3 challenge was how can we get it to reach as many people as possible? And the first thing I initially thought of was Instagram story challenge, because during quarantine, especially with our generation, there were so many of them. There was like music albums, There were like sending memories on Snapchat or Instagram stories. So there were just a ton of challenges where people would nominate their friends, but none of them actually had like a donation component to them. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where we said, well, if someone posts any picture they want from before quarantine and tags 5 of their friends to donate $3 and then also post their own picture, we think it could really pick up momentum. And it did.
Yeah.
Like that first day, our Instagram feed, starting with our friends and family and kind of friends of friends, like really just exploded and was taken over by all of these pictures.
That's awesome. And I think it's almost just like how anything kind of can grow is just by the word of mouth. Like it just takes you to know a handful, and then they're going to know people we don't know, and it's just going to kind of explode, especially when it's something that can really benefit and help other people.
Yeah, I mean, the power of social media is insane.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not often used for a good cause like this. And we realized that, and we wanted to change that and kind of set the tone for, and honestly, since then, we've seen a lot of different initiatives started with very similar goals and challenges on Instagram to raise money for other things.
Absolutely. So and you don't have to tell us because I just don't know because I've never had to do a fundraiser like this, but the funds go to help victims of COVID or people affected by that. Has that money actually already been distributed some to them? And have you like, I don't know, has people reached out like with stories like, thank you so much, this has helped? Like,
yeah, so basically how it works with our partnership with Making Lemonade is when we get the donations, we transfer it to our fiscal sponsor, which is 143 Collective, and he actually distributes the funds to the organizations evenly. So the first distribution went out, it was the first one about 3 weeks ago, I'd say. We say about 3 weeks ago. So I'm not sure the exact amount that's already been donated, but at least half of it has already been donated to the organizations. And the second distribution should be happening in the next couple of weeks. So it's an ongoing distribution, which is cool.
That is cool. That is neat. Now, has anyone ever reached out? Like, I think the $3 challenge has an Instagram page.
Yes.
Yeah. Has anyone messaged like, hey, this has affected me? Like, have you been able to receive anything?
Well,
so actually a few weeks ago, really early on in the process, Keith Williams, he's a star in the movie Good Boys, which was number 1 in the box office, I think like about a year ago. And he's a 13-year-old kid, lives in Texas. He DM'd us. He has 50,000 followers on Instagram. He DM'd us and said, hey, I love what you're doing and I want to partner with you guys.
That's cool.
So we got on a call with Keith, who is a movie star, and he said like, yeah, he wants to work with us. So the next day he posted a video on his Instagram and said, I'm partnering with the $3 challenge to raise money for coronavirus relief, and said, and we posted it on our Instagram, and it was really cool to get someone like him involved.
Yeah. That's cool. That just shows like the reach it can have.
Organically. And also we have gotten a lot of messages from people saying like, thank you so much for what you're doing. Awesome. This is great. And also thank you letters from the organizations themselves. So Feeding America, I think recently followed us, or Direct Relief. And they've definitely showed their appreciation too, which is really cool.
That is awesome. Cause sometimes the good you put out, you might not always see or get a response. And so that it's kind of cool. It kind of just helps, I think, push you guys forward and continue to grow. So I think what you guys are doing is awesome. I'm excited to see how it grows in the future. Pencil Leadership will definitely be donating towards that cause to be with you guys and help you, reach the 500 and beyond, hopefully. So excited. It's amazing to see, again, people 19 years old. Like I was telling them, I'm 10 years older than them. Just people younger in their teens, like making a difference. And so thank you guys for truly showing what it is like to be a pencil leader and making a difference, leaving a positive mark on the world by seeing a need and kind of starting to fill that. So more people could, older and younger, could look up to you guys and what you're doing. So thank you guys for your mission and what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And I always ask this before I go with my guests. And so you guys can both answer. So the 5th trait of pencil leadership is that we're all here to leave a positive mark. It's all different for everybody. And I know you guys are doing that with the $3 challenge, but maybe personally, what do you hope your mark could be on the world when everything is said and done for you?
I mean, I think that we're both very entrepreneurial minded, like I said before, and it was really cool to see an idea that we had turn into a reality for the
Yeah.
first time. And I think I can speak for us both since we're twins, kind of have that like twin power. But we really just want to be able to see, like, be able to change the world with our ideas and do our part. I think we took the first step here with the $3 challenge, but we're not done yet. Like, we want to continue to make a difference and come up with different ways to innovate and make the world better.
That's awesome. I love it. What about you, Kate?
I would have to agree, like you just said. I think that hopefully this taught us a lot about business, but also philanthropy, giving back, really everything. And I think that this will help us in the future develop something that is 10 times this. And this is already so amazing. So I think what's in store, it could be even a lot more, which is really awesome. And I think that's what both of our goals are.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it, guys. So where can people check out what you're doing, maybe connect with you guys personally as well, whatever you want to share on here for people to reach out to? In the comments, the link to where to donate, it's there, so you guys can follow that if you're watching or listening. So, but yeah, where can people connect with you and Kate, Jack?
Yeah, so you can follow us on Instagram at $3 challenge. It's the number 3 and then dollar challenge spelled out. And we have a LinkedIn, a Facebook, what else? A TikTok.
So our website is $3challenge.org, and there's a link to donate directly to the GoFundMe page. But another method to donate is through Venmo, and the Venmo is 3DC, and 3 is spelled out. So it's THREEDC on Venmo, and every $3 donation is greatly appreciated. Yeah. Just to keep on pushing through to help all those in need.
Every $3 is one step closer to helping change the world.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that, guys. So yeah, thank you again, guys. Go be a part of the solution, the $3 challenge for a great cause. A lot of people affected, and this can really help out. So Kate, Jack, thank you again for being on Pencil Leadership today.
Thank you so much for having us.
No problem. And guys watching it live, thank you for tuning in. If you like this, if you found value, if you know it can help somebody, share it. Go on to the podcast forums, follow, subscribe, leave a review, and share it, because you guys, just by doing that, can make a difference by sharing this information with the world, with the people you know. So thank you for tuning in, and let's go out and